When I realized I was ready to make a career change was kind of twofold. One, I really liked what I was doing in public accounting, getting to know my clients, understanding the problems, and ultimately being a problem solver. But I also, too, saw that there was a lot of potential in talent solutions and being able to help more clients in a greater span.
I actually quit my job after about 10 years into the field because I felt like I wanted to help people individually.
We used to work with clients, and I got a little bit of taste of that client service and getting to work with the clients one-on-one. And when I got that little taste, I knew that I wanted to do that all day, every day, and that was the game changer for me. And it fueled my appetite because I was a little bit hungry. I was just so hungry for it, and I got that taste, and it just sparked.
So I started to realize that my favorite days were the ones where I was in meetings and talking with people and talking to clients or coaching others, and I really didn't enjoy actually the technical work of it. I never knew that recruiting was an opportunity for me. I have a lot of friends that are recruiters that recruit for accounting but don't have an accounting background, and I just didn't know that that was a thing that someone with my education would get into. But I think what stands out about Vaco is that it's so much more than just recruiting. I'm really getting to use my CPA and my knowledge and my degree to help others, help businesses, help candidates in a way that I had never thought was possible.
I was afraid of joining a firm that did not allow me to recruit with integrity. But as I met more people within the Vaco office and I really got to know them and see what they do every day, I was so confident that this was the right firm that I could get with and succeed with together and recruit with integrity, and that's why I joined Vaco.
I was always hesitant of being in sales and having to push something on someone that they didn't want. But to me, Vaco doesn't feel like sales. You're really helping people. You're helping your clients find the best candidates, and then you're helping the candidates find the job of their dreams. So it doesn't feel like I'm out pushing a product. It just feels like I'm helping them to reach their goals. I think one of the hardest parts about going to recruiting from public accounting is that you think that you might have wasted your time studying for accounting or getting your CPA, and that it's not a real job if you're not using your brain in that technical way. But I feel like it absolutely is. You still are using everything that you've learned. It's just in a more entrepreneurial way. You're still helping to solve problems in the business world.
When I joined Vaco, I was a little nervous about the compensation structure. Not that it was going to be something that was going to keep me from making the decision, but I did just not quite understand what the platform would do for me and my family over time. That has been just a huge blessing.
I think I had to overcome a lot of fears, deciding to leave my stable accounting career and go to Vaco, which is much more commission driven and you don't get that bottom line. But I think my best decision I've ever made was taking that risk, believing in myself, knowing I can do it, and just going to Vaco, trusting that I had it in me and I would just figure it out. I think to do this job, you've got to be a little bit competitive. The reward is that it really does pay off, and you end up being rewarded with money that you would have never even made in accounting.
As accountants, we're typically really risk adverse. Of course, I analyze it. Being an accountant and numbers guy, I'm like, well, if I do take this risk, here's the upside potential and the reward. Yeah, I did that analysis because I'm a nerd and that's what I do and where I came from. But at the end of the day, it's okay to be afraid and scared because that can help drive and motivate you to be more successful in this line of work. And I think that kind of feeling and can really help you succeed, but you just have to take that first step and leap of faith in order to make that transition.
I'm able to apply the same intensity that I did in public accounting, and my performance and rewards are more closely aligned. And so that's obviously really lucrative for me. Also, working in a team-based environment where we all support each other is really important. And it's great to come work with people that I love every single day.
I can be such a big help and advisor to just people in the market or my clients in general. I like that I am well aware of the market and what's going on and just the intel that I'm able to provide.
What I love most about coming to work every day and the difference that I feel at Vaco than I did in public accounting, is that I truly feel like it kind of fuels me. I feel like it's playing to my strengths way more than public accounting did. I feel like I could just get to be myself and have the freedom to run my own desk. We have a lot of flexibility. And then Vaco itself is just so social. We're so involved in the community, so there's always something to do. We do Titans tailgates, we have Preds games, we have a suite at Bridgestone, so we go to all the concerts, all that stuff, so it's fun. We get to entertain our clients. And we truly are like a family, so I hang out with Vaco people a lot of the time outside of work too, on my weekends voluntarily, because we all have fun together and love each other.
When I was in audit, I never had a day where I came home from work and I felt like I made a difference. Not once. At Vaco, I go home many days just so happy with myself, feeling like I really touched somebody, I made a difference to them, I found them the role that they wanted, and I feel good about that, and that is so different.
If I want to go have dinner with a client, Vaco's going to provide those resources for me because they're investing in our relationship with that client and myself and growth in Vaco as a whole. And I have that freedom and flexibility to break those chains and go take a client to lunch, or I can take a client to the Preds game.
I truthfully think I'm an all-around happier person. My fiance can see it, my family can see it, and I never knew it was possible to like your job until I came to Vaco. And so when I first started, I'm like, this doesn't feel like work, this is just fun.
Vaco has been great in allowing me to structure my day in such a way where I can still spend time with my boys in the afternoon. And I think that was the freedom and flexibility I knew was going to be very difficult had I stayed in any accounting role, whether or not that was in public accounting or going into an industry role. So I'm so thankful that I was able to find a company that understood my non-negotiable was being the best at home that I could be, and know that I'm doing this for them. The ability from a young age to be put into conversations with CFOs and controllers at our clients, working through difficult conversations, I felt like that was natural to me, and I wanted to find something again where I could really bring that aspect to the forefront of what I was doing. And public accounting was great, and just building that confidence level in me where I felt like I could step into more of a sales role at Vaco and be successful doing so.
It teaches you how to work hard and teaches you how to just grind through long hours and stuff like that, which we do have to do that at Vaco, but the difference I think is that I'm choosing to do that, and it's because I truly love what I do.
Because I have years of experience, I'm not afraid to sit down and talk to a CFO about their pain points and their hiring needs. I'm very comfortable in the seat with executives and being in the meetings, and that is pretty much attributed to my experience from public accounting.
I get to use my CPA and my master's degree and my bachelor's degree in accounting to really help our clients, help our candidates. It helps you to better understand what your client is looking for, and then to really judge if that candidate has the right skill set to be able to do the job.
I think anytime you consider making a career change, it's an exciting time, but it's also a scary time. And as accounting and finance folks, we're pretty inherently risk adverse. So I would encourage anyone making or considering making the change. Life is too short to not truly love what you're doing. And at Vaco, they've allowed me to free myself and do what I love.
Be open-minded. There's a lot about this business and this role that I'm in that I had no idea that even existed, and there's so many great things about it, and it's so rewarding, and especially when you find something that really you're passionate about and it really gets you excited every day to go to work.
Dig deep and really look in the mirror and have that face-to-face conversation with yourself. Is accounting really what I want to do? I lied to myself and told myself, you can do this the rest of your life. Like, you can make it work. But at the end of the day, I knew I was just lying to myself, and it was never gonna work because I didn't love it. Be honest with yourself and kind of give yourself a pep talk and just dig deep and know that you can do it. My life has changed so much since I started here. I'm such a more genuinely happy person. Just leap in. You can always go back to accounting, but it's worth it.
Do not wait. Life is too short, and This is the time to make a difference. It's a time where you can touch people individually and really be a part of something bigger. Don't wait.